Internet, what's going on? Yes, I know it's another car video. I'll get back to the music, I swear. Just wanted to share some thoughts about a recent experience that I've had considering either a performance pack Mustang or a non-performance pack Mustang and which one to go with. So let's go. So to make a really long story short, for 8 years I had a EcoBoost Premium Mustang. My car was just stock though. I didn't do anything to it performance-wise. So the tires were just 19-inch wheels. They were 255s on the front and back, so it was a square setup. Nothing performance related done to it. For the amount of power that that car put down, and the all-season tires that I had on it, it was perfectly fine. It was actually like on rails through rain. So anytime my wife and I would be driving somewhere and like rain was on the forecast, we always took my car. It handled the weather really well, and for the amount of performance that the EcoBoost was possible, the standard setup was fine. That said, I just got a GT performance pack car, and holy shit, it makes a huge freaking difference. And if you're looking into especially any GT, you really should only be looking at performance pack cars. Now, why is that? So the prices, especially of used GTs, have really come down a ton. The amount of performance you can get right now for either an OG S550 or the refresh, and if you look around, you totally can find really clean versions of these cars. They sold enough of them, and enough of them wound up in like boomers' garages where they only drove them on the weekend, that honestly, there's some really low mileage cars out there that you might not expect. Like my GT I just got had less than 20,000 miles on it, and it was a 2016. And that wasn't even the best one. I almost bought a bright red one with 7,000 miles on it. There's some really clean cars out there right now that really can save a ton of money. The current price of a modern GT plus the performance pack, I mean, you're getting a lot of car, but like, man, those prices are pretty eye-watering. So what exactly do you get with the performance pack? So my car is an OG S550. They did have different levels of performance pack when it came to the refresh 2018 on. So for this, I'm just gonna talk about the OG one because that's what I have and that's what I know. So for the performance pack, you've got staggered wheels, so it wasn't a square stance. You got 275s in the back and 255s up front. You got a larger radiator, you got a strut tower brace, a K-brace, you get the 6-piston Brembo brakes, which are freaking incredible. You get 373 gearings in the Torsen limited slip diff. It comes with different stiffer springs, and it comes with an upgraded sway bar and a slightly different front splitter. So that's a pretty decent amount of improvements. It's basically everything I would have wanted to do to the car to begin with, and now it's just done. So with all those little teeny improvements all added up, and the fact I still have my summer tires on my car, I mean, it really is more performance than you could ever actually take advantage of on the, actual legal roads. So why do you want all of it? The Mustang is a heavy car. It just is. And in a lot of reviews that I had seen, EcoBoost, especially since that's what I was going from, a lot of people had talked about how light and nimble the front end of the EcoBoost was because the engine is much smaller and much lighter. You put a big old V8 inside it, and you want the better grip. You just do. You want the wider rear tires on the back to actually take advantage of all the horsepower, and you really want those Brembo brakes. The brakes really are a huge improvement over what you would get on just a stock GT. And a brake upgrade is really freaking expensive. From the ones that I was pricing out on CJ Pony Parts, like a new brake upgrade is more than the entire performance pack cost new. So it's kind of a no-brainer. You want these bigger brakes. It's going to be way cheaper to just find a car that's a performance pack that already has it than to do it the other way around. Now, the one thing I was worried about is that with all of these little suspension modifications, is it going to make the car too stiff to daily it? And at least so far in my experience, it's definitely not that case at all. I actually don't feel much of a difference in the ability of the car to handle bumps. with my new car with the Performance Pack versus my old EcoBoost. Now the Performance Pack car does still have the much softer summer tires, and I think that is helping absorb some of the bumps and our crappy roads here in and around Philadelphia. I'm sure after I've got some all seasons on it for in the winter months and they've got 30,000 miles on it, it'll start to crash over bumps the same way as my EcoBoost did start to do. But I don't think that these suspension upgrades are going to sacrifice the drivability as a daily driver. So if you're planning on daily driving it, I think you still want to get the Performance Pack. Those improved brakes alone are just totally worth it. So I really hope that helps. You know, leave some comments down below. Let me know what car you've got, what you're looking at getting, and what your experiences have been like. Normally here on my channel I do shreddy guitar and music related stuff, but I just got my 2016 GT Performance Pack convertible, and I just want to talk about my car, honestly. Thing's a ton of fun, and would love to hear, yeah, again, from all you guys, you know, and if you like my vibe and all that stuff, you know, like and subscribe, I'd appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Woo!